It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and you're live on S3. Now, this morning we have a very special guest, Dr. Sally Mullins, joining us to dive into a very crucial topic, packing for peace of mind during the holidays, especially when it comes to the favorite stuff, stomach bugs, allergies, heartburn, indigestion, and that's why we got Dr. Mullins here to unravel some of those expert insights on keeping our holidays healthy and worry-free. Good morning, Doctor.
Morning,
Thanks
Doc.
for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, and it's good to know that we are that time of the year. We're looking forward to our holidays, getting together with friends and family, but we need your help, we need your advice, because we want to know what to pack, but not only what to pack, to proactively pack, because we're going to go different destinations, different foods, our diets are going to change. We do not want to have a stomach bug when we are on holiday. It's possibly the worst thing out there. So how do we go about it? What do we need to pack to think about kind of just in maintaining overall health with regards to digestive issues over the holiday?
Well, basically, the most important is to actually pack knowledge.
Okay.
And that's knowledge on how not to get a stomach bug.
Right.
That is the most important.
Okay. And what does that look like?
So basically, depending on where you're traveling, I mean, we all know now with load shedding how challenging storing food can be.
Yes.
But depending on where you're traveling, the number one thing is always ensure that your water supply is safe. So if in doubt, you boil it or you buy bottled water.
Yeah.
And the thing people actually forget about is they're good with drinking, but then they brush their teeth with the tap water, or they get some ice from the fridge and they throw it in their drinks, and that's contaminated.
That's actually good.
So water, yes. Also, water-wise, stomach bugs are spread generally between people, where there's contact with people or contact with their stools, contact with contaminated food. Yep. So basically, washing your hands, carrying a little bottle of sterilizer in your bag is very important. We say to people, it's once you leave the bathroom, not before you touch the handle, that you sterilize your hands, just before you eat. Very important.
All right.
And the one people forget about is how dangerous seafood can be. Okay.
Yes.
So you have to be very careful with seafood. Make sure it's from, you know, a good supplier or fresh out the sea, because that can make you terribly ill, as you all know.
Yes.
Red tide and mussels, those sorts of things.
Yeah. Okay.
So knowledge is key, and the World Health Organization, that's where they put their emphasis. Just don't get it in the first place.
Fantastic. Pack knowledge.
Yeah.
Pack knowledge. I mean, you've given us a very good plan for enjoyable holidays as well there, but let's go on to heartburn and indigestion. Yeah. Are there any things that we can pack in our little travel kit to make sure that those things don't stop an enjoyable holiday?
Yeah, so starting with the basics, you get your antacids, and they just neutralize acid. You get nice chewable tablets you can keep in your bag. You don't really want to keep a liquid, that stuff can spill. The liquid's what you keep next to your bed, so when you wake up in the middle of the night and your whiskey is repeating on you, have a little bit. And then if you really struggle, and I also say to people, if you're going to travel to countries like India, where you eat a lot of curries and things like that, rather take along a couple of weeks of acid suppression tablets as well. Take one a day. You can buy lansoprazole over the counter. And take one of those a day to really settle that.
Yeah. Look, I think
chest pain.
I think the most important thing when you go on holiday is to maintain just a healthy gut, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of your practical tips in ensuring that, you know, before we're going on holiday, during that we look after our gut health, things like, I don't know, things like we need to have enough fibers and all of those kind of things that we need to eat?
Yes. So obviously, you know, you really want to stick to the basics, and I know there's worldwide debates on what that should be. But at the end of the day, you want to get in enough for your stomach to work with that doesn't upset it. It's a little bit different for some people. Some people are intolerant to things. It's a bit of a catch-22 because you say fruit and veg, but in some countries, fruit and veg are a little bit dangerous. You know, they're more the risky foods to eat. But basically, keep the fiber going. I often say you carry some safe snacks in your bag, you know, and really just try to keep up the energy levels, keep the water going. A lot of people get dehydrated, and that really affects digestion. but also avoid foods, you know, going to upset your tummy.
I think that a lot of people struggle with, especially if they're moving location or going somewhere else or eating foods outside of what they normally would eat, is a lot of constipation as well, because the body just doesn't recognize the types of foods and what. So it's also important to safeguard against that. Yeah.
Yes, very important.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That was great. You gave us like a travel pack of things that we need to know if we're going to have an enjoyable holiday. And thank you very much, Doctor. We do appreciate that so much. In fact, you stand the chance to win 5,000 Rand in cash this week. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us, does your baby suffer from colic and how do you manage it? And don't forget to add the hashtag SCOPEX. That competition closes Tuesday, 11 December at midnight. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And happy holidays.
Us parents need peace of mind when it comes to things like colic, maybe packing for the holidays, and especially our baby's tummy troubles.
Oh yeah, now SCOPEX has you covered. You can win 5,000 Rand weekly to make your life easier and your baby's tummy happier.
You need to answer Expresso's weekly question on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram with that all-important hashtag SCOPEX, and it could be yours. T's and C's apply. Good luck.